All right, so be proud of me. I did, a very good thing with my decisions of what I was going to eat today.
What'd you do?
So for just a snack, I grabbed my bag of Doritos. I did eat some. I still am gonna eat some of them. So I need the carbs for just raw energy. I know that. But I got strawberries, raspberries, and a banana for everything else.
I've been on a crazy cooking spree. I've been cooking all types of shit. I made some vegan Rasta pasta.
Rasta pasta? What's that?
you gotta make Rasta pasta. I'll just send you a regular recipe. It's like a Jamaican pasta. So I did jerk mushrooms. And then I did what was it, tortellini on it. I'll
go for some jerk chicken tonight.
Yeah, you could do like jerk chicken in it, and some jerk seasoning, some bell peppers, some you're supposed to use Scotch bonnet peppers, but all I had was jalapenos, so I used those. That was good. And then what did I make the other night? I made some veggie tempura. That was good. I did sweet potatoes, and then I did hearts of palm, which I use as like crab meat as well. So what I did was I seasoned it like crab meat, like I usually do, and then I tempura'd it. That shit was dope.
Good shit.
What else? We were making like all kinds of tacos.
Did you season it, then marinate it, or marinate it?
I marinated, then season it.
Okay.
And I made some queso tacos. I made pupusas. I'm trying to get my pupusa recipe down.
Papoose.
Because their shit is delicious. Like you get it made from authentic El Salvadorian person, is the best thing. It's like heaven. I've
never had papoose. I don't have a very diverse palate, as you can tell.
Oh, I do. It's like I said, it's just working in the restaurant industry. That's why, because like I worked in one place. It was a steakhouse, and the rule was you taste everything. Everything that we make, you taste it, so you know how it tastes, you know how to make it and stuff like that. So I've eaten everything. Escargot, I've had
escargot. That wasn't bad. I'll give it like a 6 out of 10.
It's just chewy. It's very chewy, and it tastes like whatever you cook it in. So, and then like of course I had like fish eggs, all types of stuff like that. Like you just eat whatever.
I heard you're not supposed to eat it with a metal spoon because it will
absorb the flavor of the spoon.
The metal in the spoon alters the taste of the eggs.
So I've tasted a lot, eaten a lot of different things. I've had shark, all types of stuff.
Shark's really tough.
It is really tough.
Oh my goodness. I usually suck at picking fruit, and that's what makes me mad because I always want to eat more fruit. But the fruit I've selected today, it is in prime. It is, I've never had a raspberry taste like perfect raspberry. Like, you know how like they say a hint of raspberry in your drink or something like that, and like you taste it like, oh, it tastes like this is how raspberries supposed to taste. That's how these raspberries taste. And this strawberry is so fucking juicy and perfect. Like all my strawberries always go bad within the first 3 days. I'm so pissed off at it.
Oh, I hate strawberries for that shit.
And then my bananas, they're ripe too. Oh my goodness, yes.
Strawberries is like one of the fruit you gotta check on daily, because as soon as one goes bad, it spreads to the other ones. So you gotta check on that shit daily and make sure that one not going bad, that one not going bad.
I plan on going to me personally, I plan on going to the store weekly now because I go to the Aldi's and their strawberries in there are only like $2. So I plan on like getting fruit weekly now to try and like increase my intake. Then I also have some frozen strawberries and blueberries in the fridge for like smoothies and stuff.
What else are we talking about today? I'm scrolling down my shit and seeing what I had on my list to talk about.
Go ahead and smash in this fruit.
Let's see what we got. Well, we already know DC sucks.
What? It don't.
You said, but it don't?
It's dope. All right. So on my list, I had a couple of things to talk about. It was more so questions to get in the conversation. It was that. So I was like, what's your favorite DIVAxoxo series? Shock. Because the life lessons it teaches and all the things that it comes with.
Shock is definitely one of the best.
But the place I was really going to take the conversation was like, what can they do to improve their movies? Because that's the thing that a lot of people only know them for, their movies and their games. And their games are pretty solid. So I was going to go straight to their movies and say, so what can they do to make their movies better? Because, Marvel dominates in the superhero movie game right now. They're fucking off the charts with it.
It's absolutely easy to make their movies better. They already know what to do because they've done it before. Make it more real. Make it something that's relatable and something that's real. Like Christian Bale version. That was real. That was it. I mean, you can never make it real, but that was like as real as you can get for a Batman.
Dark Knight?
Yeah. Dark Knight Begins and whatever, The Rise or whatever. Yes, all those were great.
People had a problem with how real their movies got. They're like, it's too gritty, but that's what DC is. It's gritty as fuck.
It's gritty, man. That's what it is. Like even with Joker, everyone loved that. It was real. that shit was
a nigga on TV.
He had mental problems. He had mental illness and he needed help, and no one wanted to give him that help. People rather make fun of him, beat him up and stuff like that, and make him into a joke and put him on TV and stuff. And it was sad. I mean, like, make something that touches people, because as you see, Black Panther, that's in my eyes one of the best ones they got in Marvel. They you can say whatever you want about the other ones, but Black Panther, that shit hit. Like, that hits you. It's because I'm black. I'll claim racial bias. I don't care. But like that shit hits you. That shit is real. That was the straight up internal struggle of black people. It was great. Like, make your shit hit. I'm sorry. Like, there's Marvel ones I don't like. I don't like Ant-Man. Ant-Man is a family comedy. It's not for me to like. It's for everyone else.
I thought they did the first one pretty good.
Yeah, I thought the first one pretty. The second one was like, oh, what the fuck is this, man? But Ant-Man is more of a family movie. Like, they have to have. That's what I love about Marvel. They have different genres. Marvel needs to. DC needs to find someone like Kevin Feige to sit at the head and then pick their producers for the other movies. Like, he doesn't do every single movie. He delegates it. He's like, okay, so this one's going to hit this genre. This one's going to be this genre. So we can grab different audience. And so when we make Avenger movies, you like this person, but you may not like the Hulk so much, but you like Thor. You love Thor. So you're going to come to watch the Avenger movie because Thor's in it.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
I think that they should get the directors for their like Batman movies. They need to put him on. They need to get my man's on for the like live action movies, and he just needs to direct his ass off, and they need to make sure they just make a good cohesive universe. That's it.
Yes, and they're talking about doing a Flashpoint and then making Flashpoint be the reset for everybody for all the movies.
Thank God, please do it.
That would be a smart way to do it. I think that would be a genius way to do it, because and if you do Flashpoint, you gotta do it right. Like, make us feel Batman, not the Thomas Wayne. Make us fall in love with him as a character. Feel his heartbreak of his son dying, his wife turning evil and then killing people. Like, get gritty with it.
Make me feel the pain of Barry having to know that
he fucked up the whole world.
Give me all that pain. I need it.
Yes, by saving that. Yes, give me the pain of Barry knowing that his mother can never be alive, because if his mother is alive, he fucks up everything.
That's really crazy that your mom living fucks up the whole world.
Yeah, your mother living fucks up the whole world. I want that pain. That's really what crazy. I want.
You could probably let Hitler live before his mom lives, and
we want what Diva always cries for, the toxic shit.
Yeah, give me that toxic shit.
That's all we want, man. Like, I don't know what they were doing with Suicide Squad. I don't know what the hell happened. That Joker was whack. I'm sorry.
Even with the check, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, that's what I feel like they like, and it's not even I want to say the producers or the directors. Sometimes it's the company, it's Warner Brothers, it's the people behind it. It's like, all right, this is what we want in our movies. Because that's the whole argument with the Snyder Cut. They're saying that the Justice League, there's a different version of Justice League that's actually bomb as shit. But they shot that. The studio comes in, say, hey, we take this out, take that out, and then the movie falls apart because they did that.
Let me see that Snyder cut.
Like, I fucks with Doom Patrol. I've been watching Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is good, son.
I heard it was good.
Doom Patrol is good. And it reminds me, that's why it's funny that Ben from Doom Patrol and the Cyborg from, Ben from Umbrella Academy and Cyborg from Doom Patrol was like going back and forth on Twitter, making fun of each other's shows because the show does seem very similar. Doom Patrol is actually really good. I love the character of Crazy Jane. Crazy Jane is played by I can't remember her name, but I know she plays in Orange is the New Black, and she plays a crazy person in that movie. That show. And she plays a Crazy Jane. Crazy Jane is a metahuman who has 43 different personalities. I think 43 or 46, somewhere around there. 40-something different personalities. And every different personality has its own power.
That's crazy.
Yes, she's a god. She's ridiculous. If she learned how to control switching back and forth between personalities, it would be over for everybody. But her personalities come out as her emotions are. So, like, if she feels afraid, then what's the one that comes out all the time when she's afraid? Butcher or something like that. And like she could turn to like a giant fire person. She like grows like six feet tall, and her head turns into a giant flame. And then she can also make words appear and turn the words into weapon. I thought that was a cool ass power. I've never seen anything like that. Like she'll speak, and then the words will appear, and then she can mold those words into whatever she wants.
That's tough.
So she like molded into a sword and shit like that. But Crazy Jane's a dope character.
Fun scientific fact: a lot of the times, people's multiple personalities develop from them needing protection from.
Yep.
And it's
trauma
with that thing. Yep. But I mean, I don't have anything else. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't really want to talk. Oh, my mic cut out. DC just needs to literally up their game when it comes to their movies. That's all it needs to be. It's gonna be hard with Marvel, but all it takes is one good movie while they're making one okay movie.
All I want to say is, like, even with Suicide Squad, like, if they would have followed the movie stylings of Assault on Arkham to the T, it would have been a better movie. Assault on Arkham, they were after the Joker the whole time. Like, like they changed it and then added Enchantress in there, and then like they made the Enchantress completely different than what she usually is, and it's just, I was like, where were you guys going with this? What were you thinking? I still haven't seen Birds of Prey, and I have not watched Shazam because DC. You said Jordan liked it.
He said it was okay.
That's what everyone says. Everyone says it's funny and stuff like that, but I haven't watched it because DC turned me off to their movie. I'm like, I'm not watching that. Not watching it.
Yeah, DC, give me something sexy to watch.
Yeah, I'm so on board for Doom Patrol. That is a great show. It's Brendan Fraser plays a great role in there. I'm glad that he's in something because in the 90s, Brendan Fraser was like the shit, and then he just dropped off and was gone. That's the guy who plays George of the Jungle.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep. So then after the 90s, he's like dropped off, but he comes back. He plays Robot Man in the show. And his storyline is crazy. He was basically a shitty husband, cheating on his wife. Just a horrible person, drinking all the time, but he was like a superstar. He was a NASCAR driver, super rich. And he loses everything. His family dies in a car accident. He wakes up and the only thing they could save was his brain, and he's in a robot now. So that's why he's called Robot Man. His whole body is robotic, and he's just trying to pick up the pieces of his life, and he gets tossed into this crazy family of other mutants that all have problems. Like Elasta Woman, her power is also tied to her emotion. She can turn her body into like basically a blob. She can stretch, she can do whatever, fall apart, become solid, and all types of stuff, but she can't control it. When she gets scared or frightened or unsure of herself, her body starts to fall apart. So basically she has the same powers as like Mr. Fantastic, but she can't control it. Like her body will just go limp and she'll turn to like a blob on the floor.
Look, man, don't give me powers. I'm literally gonna put my isolation. I'm gonna be reading about whatever the fuck it's got any relevancy towards. I'm just gonna be working.
Yeah, that's how I would be I'd be Deku all day. That's why he is so great, because he learns, man. He continues to learn. He continues to push himself and just gets a grasp on his power.
I'm waiting for the new chapter to come out.
Yeah, man. What else is there to say about DC? Just be better. Like it's so easy for us to say, but it's like we have great examples of it. So I'm not sure why you guys won't take from those examples.
Exactly.
I just want them to go as dark as they can. Like I think they still trying to appease to the families and stuff like that, family movies. But DC is not family oriented. They were forced to be that way. But like, if you got into the realness of everything and make us connect, like I always bring up the Speedy thing. Speedy was originally a heroin addict. That's how they found him. Speedy was a heroin addict, and they took him in. Like, if you got to the realness of that, like the opioid crisis is not too long ago. All the people that died, also people that needs to be in jail. Like, we can get back into that if you want to.
Sure.
Drug companies pushed fucking drugs that killed hundreds and hundreds of people. Like, that's something real. That's something real you could dive into. If you did a Green Arrow movie and stuff like that, like, come on, man. Y'all missing it.
That'd be a good thing to follow, like government opioid crisis, Green Arrow. That'd be dope. Which would lead into the movie of him and Speedy. Boom. I just gave you all an idea. Cut the check.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and fuck the CIA. Pushing coke into black neighborhoods. Fucking.
Oh, CIA is horrible. I can go on the stories with that. Like, you know that they believe that Marilyn Manson was a CIA catastrophe, basically.
What?
Marilyn Manson, the guy who started a cult and convinced people to kill for him and stuff like that. Yes, he was linked with the CIA. Basically, he was arrested multiple times and kept getting out of jail. The CIA has known to do experimentations on LSD and is believed that he was one of their patients. They even had this pharmaceutical place that that recently just closed down, and they were doing experiments with LSD. There is like all unsealed documents and stuff like that now that's coming out.
Look, all I'm saying is every show. You're
cutting in and out.
Sorry. I was saying every military show hates the CIA for a fucking reason. Them niggas are shady.
Oh, they do some shit.
And I believe it. I believe everything the shows say. Like, I don't think that's anyone trying to, like, play gimmicks on them. I think the CIA is shady. I think they're two-faced and will say, yo, let's cut a deal. You help us get this guy, and we'll help you get this guy. Then as soon as you get your guy, they take him to a black site where he's never going to be fucking heard of or seen from again. Like, I think the whole shit's bullshit, and fuck the CIA, bro. Just fuck them.
Operation Midnight Climax. You should look into that.
Midnight Climax. Who named that shit?
It was a real fucking thing. Operation Midnight Climax was a real thing where the CIA, that's another thing they were testing LSD. They wanted to figure out what it does. And that's what I think, not other people think too, led to back in the 60s and 70s, the rise in serial killers from CIA experimentation. They had this place, it was a brothel where they would get people in there, and they had paid prostitutes that worked for the CIA to get men in there and drug them, lace their drinks and stuff like that with LSD, and the government would sit in like two-way mirror rooms, and they would just watch what happens when the guys got dosed with LSD. And they did this shit for years.
You're making me not want to try LSD.
Absolutely crazy.
Be safe out here because your government don't even got your.
Yeah, Project Katniss.
What the fuck is that? Fucking conspiracy theorist.
Who, me? Yeah, oh yeah, I'm into all that shit because all of it's true. It comes out to be true. Like during the prohibition that we talked about earlier, the government wanted to stop people from drinking. That's why they stopped. That's why they had the prohibition. But the illegal sale of alcohol was still going on. Government knows about it, so government releases this poisoned alcohol into the communities, and people were dying from it. Try to persuade people from drinking alcohol.
That's crazy.
Yep. So they
X in my beverages.
Yep, they gave out to the smugglers, people that supplying alcohol illegally. They gave them poisoned alcohol, and people drank it and died. Oh, that's all I'm saying. This is all like facts. You can pull all this shit up. Like it's absolutely crazy.
Can't beat them. Kill them with their own shit.
Yep.
Nigga, it can't beat them. Join them. Start drinking, bitch.
Yep. Which they were drinking.
I know, right? Shit reminds me of Animal Farm every day.
Animal Farm.
I haven't read. You ever read it?
Yeah, I read Animal Farm. It's like mandatory in Maryland to read Animal Farm.
Because they want you to know that the world is like that shit.
They want to get you ready early.
Hell yeah. Fucking
so, hey, you're in 6th grade, you're in middle school. read Animal Farm. This is what life is going to be like for the rest of your life. Get ready.
Time to learn that the pigs around you will start to stand up and walk like humans while you'll still be in the barn. That shit was crazy. They ain't had to do the horse like that. I fucked with him.
I'm with this Avatar drinking game that Diva sent over.
I'm not trying to die.
I'm so with it.
All right.
I think that's it for the day.
That's it for the day. We want to hear an hour and a half. Let's go.
We just talk about nothing at this point.
All about conspiracy theories and shit.
All my crazy conspiracy theories. But some of it is not theory. Like conspiracy.
Some of it's actually factual. No, some of
it's factual. You can look this stuff up and it's proven. It's redacted documents all over the internet. There's actually a podcast that one guy runs, and it's called. He actually used to work for the CIA. I think it's called Classified.
Oh shit! He should be talking about that shit. They'll come and murk his ass.
He reads declassified CIA documents on his podcast. So these are all been declassified. Some of it are like highly redacted and stuff like that. You know how they black out the lines and shit like that.
Yeah, they give a last name and that's it. Yep. Everything else is black.
But like all the fucked up shit the government has done is all public knowledge, and that's why I always tell Tammy, I was like, I can't wait till like 30 years from now, where a lot of the crazy stuff that's going on now that we don't know the real information with gets redacted, and we can read this crazy shit.
Yeah, like with aliens, we had a war with aliens that we know. We're their bitches now, but y'all didn't need to know that. I feel like that's the type of shit that would come out. Oh, excuse me.
They said they're actually very peaceful. We're not. We fucked them up.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
With that, I'm gonna leave that and let that be the conclusion of episode 17 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. And as always, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Also, be sure to follow Niles on, he always supplies us with his music for the intro, song playing during, and the outro. You can follow him on, what is he on? He's on Instagram, SoundCloud, BeatStars, and yeah, at Nillatron, spelled Nillatron. There we go. Jesus, that was hard. Diva's not here to say that part. So yeah. Also, make sure to follow the podcast at Be More Nerdy Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. That's where you can find all of our updates. Sorry for chewing in your ears, guys. I don't know if you heard it, but I was hungry as fuck. TJ?
All right, you can follow me at all social medias at Timeless_TJones. Great day today. Thanks, guys, for checking in on us, listening to our stuff. You guys have any topics you want us to talk about, anything you want us to talk about. If you want to be on the show, you want to promote something, leave a comment, let us know.
All right. I don't think I'm missing anything. So with that, this is the conclusion of episode 17 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, and Space Awaits. Peace out, Lord Dummies.